Mark the Greatest is on live right now, and today's video, I just want to talk about. I don't really have an objective today. I just came on live. I just want to see how y'all are doing, and you know, I just want to see how y'all are doing, honestly, and I just want to talk about just things in life, maybe. You know, I don't really have a topic per se, but I will just today is more like a rant. Like it's more like uh you know, it's more like a rant, y'all. And by the way, the reason why I haven't been uploading on my computer is because my computer broke down. So I got a new one, thank God. And I'm just right now though, I'm just getting everything set up and about to go back to school in about a week. So I'll be changing locations and, you know, I'll just be, doing me, I guess. But today's live video, I might talk about like just life in general and how you sometimes, in fact, let me come up with a topic now, but let's talk about dancing to life. And when I say dancing to life, I mean like just enjoying life, the good, the bad, the pretty, and the ugly. Like dancing to life and embracing every part of life. And when you learn to do that, I think people would be a lot happier if they learn to dance to life, no matter where they are in their life, whether they're homeless, whether they have no money, whether they're rich. Like if you can dance to life, I think you've won the game of life. And I think all life is a game. And yes, it's real life and real life things can happen, but at the same time, life is a game. And you know, um yeah, life I think life is a game. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? 3 people coming into the chat. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for watching. Today, I'm talking about dancing to life. And what that means is enjoying life for what it is. Enjoying life for just just embracing every part of life. Like, that's what I mean by saying, like, dancing to life. Like, just kind of, you know, also creating your own reality, but also just like embracing everything that happens to you, because it's like if you don't enjoy life, then you're just letting life beat you down. And I think as human beings, we're strong. What do you think of Madison Beer? I don't know what that is. What's up, Disney World News? But I don't know what Madison Beer is. The one time that I've had beer, I think I had an Angry Orchard, and I think I had like this sparkling beer or something. Like I think that those are the only 2 times that I had beer. But anyway, I was talking about dancing to life, right? And dancing to life can be a pretty it's a I don't know how to describe it, but dancing to life means just embracing every part of life, every part of um just everything that happens to us, every experience that you encounter, you just dance to it, you embrace it. You enjoy the good and the bad times. You embrace everything that comes your way, you know? I think that's what life is all about is embracing everything, using what you can to your advantage. Like that's how you dance to life, you know? That's how if you look at people like I know this is a controversial example, but like Donald Trump. Let's look at Donald Trump. Some of y'all in the comments are probably gonna go crazy. Donald Trump. Let's look at Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump, even though I don't agree with a lot he does, honestly, I don't. But I think this guy has learned to dance to life. No matter what has happened to him, he's always found a way to like bounce back or not let things affect him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like he's a good person all the time and he's done great things all the time because I think some of the stuff he's done is just absolutely ridiculous. But at the same time, if you look at him, he has learned to dance to life. And I think that's something that we could probably take from him. If we can't take nothing else from Mr. Trump, the one thing we can take from Mr. Trump is we have to learn how to dance to life. And when you dance, when you embrace life for what it is, when you accept reality and you just say, okay, things are like this, but how am I going to react? Like, I think that's when you win the game of life. Humans, what a crazy creation. Right. I mean, I think humans are crazy, but I think they can also be very interesting. And people have different ways of dancing to life. Like some people might be good at like art, art creation. Some people are hairdressers and they jam the music while they do their job. Like there's different ways you can dance to life, guys. And mine is like creating YouTube videos and going on live streams and having a good time on live. Like that's kind of my thing. That's how I dance to life. Is I create videos like this. I create inspirational, entertaining videos just for you guys to see, you know, so that I can enjoy life. I don't do it just for like money or monetary gain. I do it because I'm dancing to life, guys. I'm embracing what life has to offer to me, Joseph Davison says hi. What's up, Joseph? How are you doing? Coconut Creamer says Trump 2024. Vote for Trump, please save this country. I don't know about that, man, honestly. Yeah. Don't forget to get out in nature. Absolutely. I agree with that too. I think that's another way to dance to life. Just embracing every part of life that, like today I was kind of dancing to life. Some people might say this is funny, but I was dancing to life today because I was out. I had to go to a doctor's appointment today, and I was out wearing my favorite sandals and all that. Like I was wearing my I got some sandals from Temu, and it has like West Coast. It says West Coast on the sandals, and then I was just rocking them the whole like that whole time I was going to the doctor's office. Drove, went in. Think one of the ladies asked me today. She was like, you're chilling, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "You're chilling, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm chilling. Why not? I'm dancing to life." Yo, but like for real, like, and I think that's where I would like for you guys to do is like learn how to dance to life. Like, I mean, yeah, there's serious moments in life where, we have to do what we have to do, but we even then you got to learn how to dance to life, man. It says Joe Aguiar. What's up, Joe? He says vote for Kamala Harris. Adam Hole says, "Is this a political stream right now?" Y'all are a mess. Y'all, and I know the convention is on now. So that's making it even more political. Like, come on now. Come on now. It's making it even more political. Joe Davidson says, "This is the first time you said hi to me. A streamer never said hi to me." Oh wow. Well, I'm glad I'm the first streamer to say hi to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on to the live chat, Joseph. Thank you. Um, but yeah, I think it's important to learn how to dance to life. And I know I'm saying it over and over, but dancing to life, when you learn to laugh at things, and I'm not saying like y'all know what I mean, but like when y'all learn to embrace life, I think people would be a lot happier instead of like worrying about like all the problems and stuff. And yeah, we all have problems and issues, but we also have to embrace them and learn how to dance to life. Like that's something I'm working on now. Like there are days where I just don't enjoy some things, but I learn to embrace it in the moment. I learn to be in the moment because life is too short to be dwelling in the past. And I've said this in one of my other videos that, you know, you don't have to dwell in the past, y'all. Like life is too short because when you dwell in the past, you're robbing your present and your future. Let me say that again. When you're dwelling in the past, you're robbing your present and your future. Okay, so learn to dance to life and embrace the moment. He says, Adam Holz says, I'm not about politics, but I think this world was a mess before we were born and will be after we're gone. Okay, I'm done with that rant. Yeah, I agree with you there, cause in this today's society, we have a lot of issues, man. I mean, as a whole, I think the world has a lot of issues and stuff that we're dealing with and stuff that we've been dealing with for many years, probably even centuries. We got issues that have probably never gone away since like 1700s and since George Washington uh came over and created the United States. Like, I mean, we got a lot going on right now. We really do. Politics, inflation. I mean, I can't say there's solutions for all of them, but some of them we could probably do something about, honestly. Like, I don't know what, but I think something has to be done or things are going to get worse. And I think things are going to get worse before they get better. And honestly, it's crazy you said that you said this world was a mess before we were born. I actually think that the world is going into a reset. And what I mean is, like, everything is probably going to crash before it becomes better again. You know, just be kind to yourself and others, my friend. I agree. I think being kind is one of the best things you can do. And I think being kind can help the world go round, honestly, because we have a lot of corrupt people and a lot of backstabbers, a lot of fake people in the world. Not to say that everyone's perfect, but when you're kind to people, that makes a difference in the world, honestly. And I think when people learn to dance to life, I think people would can learn to be a lot kinder. I think I heard one quote that says, um, when you learn, I think the quote said, suffering makes people kinder. And I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard this somewhere on Twitter. I'm on, um, I go on Twitter sometimes and I look at like certain content content creators post, and one person said, "Suffering makes a man kinder," and I'm like, is that really true? You know, some people would say yes, some people would say no. I think suffering impacts people in different ways. That's how I think. I think some people can become kinder, but I also think that suffering can make somebody meaner. Like a lot of people go through things, and like once they go through it, it's like no going back. It's like they're in this state for a long time, forever almost. Like I think that's how suffering impacts people. Is it kind of goes both ways. Like I think whenever I went through something, I might have became kinder, but in a way, I mean, I don't think I became kinder, but I think I became colder in a way. And not to say that I'm a douchebag to people, but my whole demeanor just changed when certain events in my life happened to me. Like when I was bullied in school, I became a little bit more distant. When people said not so nice things to me, I became a little more distant. You know, and I'm not saying that that is all the way their fault because I chose to be that way. So in some ways, it's my fault for being cold and distant. Like, that's my fault because, I create my own reality and no one can do that for you but you, you know? It says, free of choice how we free choice of how we decide to react to it. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You made a very good point, Adam. Is you gotta control your reactions when things happen to you, and it's very hard because some things that happen to us can traumatize us. But sometimes trauma can be a propeller to better things in life. And I'm not saying all the time, but I think sometimes trauma can be a propeller to greater things in life. So if you went through, let's say you went through the slums or something like that. You're homeless, no home, nowhere to go. Y'all know the story. Like, let's say you went through the slums and you're just going through it, and things just seem like they're getting worse before they're getting better. And sometimes you have to, and I'm not saying you can't ask for help, but sometimes you gotta ride it out. You gotta go through those times to really understand, wow, this is rock bottom. And then it's like, but once things get better, you're gonna soar because you know what it's like to suffer. You know what it's like to um, go through something like that, like homelessness, or I'm 49 and divorced after 25 years. Hit rock bottom, but I decided I need to stay strong. Good for you. I'm sorry that happened to you, but at the same time, sometimes things like that happen, or sometimes things that happen to us can actually be a blessing. And what I mean by that is like when we hit hard times in our lives, sometimes that's a blessing, man. When you get out of a situation like that and then you decide to bounce back, I think I think that's a blessing. When you just decide to, make your life, like things like that help you to make your life better in a way because you learn from that experience, and you learn from that experience and then you carry yourself in a much better way. Like I think that's how I view kind of like this situation, you know? Like when I'm gonna tell you a story, y'all. And this is something personal about me. I dropped out of college in my sophomore year, and this was during the pandemic. And during this time, I really learned who was at my side. I really learned where I stood in society. And where I stood was I was broke. I had no money. I barely had friends. Only had family that I live with. Stay with my parents. Um, I was just, I didn't have the cleanest haircut like I do now. I had dreadlocks. I was unshaven. My face wasn't even shaven like it, is now. It wasn't as well kept as it is now. And in that moment, I really hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom, and then it got to a point where I was so disgusted with myself that I decided to change. Hey, Joseph Davidson. But like, I came to a point in my life where, I hit rock bottom, and I was so upset with what I saw in the mirror that I'm like, you know what? I want to change my life. I deserve better than this. I'm better than this. So you know what I did? I was like, man, one day, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go back to school. I just made a decision one day in my head, and I talked to my parents, and I told them, hey, man, I want to go back to school, you know, and that's what I did. Like, I went back, and I'm like, you know what, y'all, I want to cut my hair, and I did it. I did that too. So it's like anybody can turn their life around, you know. Like, no matter where you've been in your life, you can turn it around if you want to. You can create your own reality, you know? Like, yeah, Adam Hole says, good for you, man. I'm like, yeah, man, I really hit rock bottom in my life, and I learned valuable lessons that no one's going to feel sorry for you. No one, when you're down and out, no one's going to really look your way. They're not going to respect you. Like, I learned all these things through that experience, you know? And I'm right now I'm in my senior year of college. I'm getting ready to finish, on my way to my first job, I got an internship lined up, possibly, but I'm gonna still keep looking, you know. So it's like anybody can turn their life around, like really, like anybody can turn their life around, man. And it's why do you keep saying that, Joseph? You're acting up, man. But anyway, like anybody can turn their life around. How long is it? You're not right. But anyway, like anybody can turn their life around. You just have to make a decision. You got to be like, do I want to change my life or do I just want to stay the same? Say something useful, Joseph, or leave. Exactly. Joseph is acting up right now, man. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, yeah, man, like you gotta make a decision in your life. Do you want it or don't you? It's either one of the two, you know? Like, no one's gonna feel sorry for you. No one's gonna respect you if you don't do anything. So you have to do something. You don't have a choice but to do something, you know? And if you do nothing, then the world is gonna dictate where you are. And where that's gonna be is not gonna be a good place. And I know it for a fact because I figured where I stood if I did nothing. If I did nothing, if I chose not to do anything, I would still be in the same spot as I was a couple years ago. I had dreadlocks, a little unkept beard and facial hair. I still would have been the same guy, but probably worse off. So it's like anybody can make the decision to change their life. Anybody, you know, no matter how old you are, no matter what skin color you are, you can make a decision today, right now, to change your life. Anybody can. Just like I did. Like I shared my story, anybody can choose to change their life. Anybody. And I'm encouraging y'all, like, you know, if you want to change your life, you can. Adam Hole says, faith and spirituality have played a huge role in my life. That's great. I think that plays a role in my life too, man. I believe in God, and you know, I think he has done great things in my life. He's turned how I've looked at life around. He's kept food and clothes on my back, and um a roof over my head. Like I give all the praise to God, man. Like he's really helped my life, honestly, and he's still helping me to this day. You know, I really, I really believe that, man. Honestly, I really believe that. And honestly, y'all, like it all starts with one decision, and you'll be surprised how one decision can change your life. All it takes is one decision to say, I want to be better. All it takes is one decision to say, I need a change. I want to improve. I want a better result. That's all it takes. All it takes is one decision to change your life. Yo, I'm telling y'all, it takes one decision, and that can be a game changer, just like it was for me. Like, like me getting a haircut and trimming myself, that was a game changer for me. That helped me in the long run. And you know else? You know what else? You know what else happened when I got my haircut? And I'm not saying you know, this is all important and all, but females started checking me out when I got my haircut, bro. Like, let me tell y'all, when I got my haircut, when I started trimming myself, when I started taking a little more caution of how I looked, even females started looking at me. Even I started getting attention from them, and I'm like, is this for real? Like I couldn't believe it, but because I made the move. And see, that's the importance of making a move, y'all. Like in a chessboard, you don't just do nothing. You gotta make a move, you know? Peace and love, man. Take care. You too, man. I'm glad to have you. And I think you're the first 49-year-old on my chat. Thank you for coming in, man. That's cool. I don't think I've had a 49-year-old on my chat, but thank you for coming in, man. It was a pleasure. And sharing your story and your experience. Thank you, man. I think a lot of people in the chat needed that too. So thank you. Thank you for coming in, man. Take care. But honestly, y'all, like all it takes, and I'm gonna say this again because I want y'all to get this. All it takes is one decision to change your life. One decision. That's it. One decision. Y'all don't know. Some of y'all don't know how deep one decision can get you. One decision can make you a millionaire. One decision can help you influence and help you become a celebrity. Y'all are messed up. I'm y'all are messed up with these comments, man. But anyway, y'all, like that's what I wanted to talk about today is, and this is all a part of dancing to life, guys. When you learn to embrace adversity and you just learn to dance with life, you learn how to embrace every part of life, I think that's when you win the game. And when you're also grounded and you have your own set of beliefs, I think that's when you start to dance to life. And I think people should learn how to dance to life. That's my personal opinion. But thank you guys for watching, y'all. Thank y'all for everybody that has come to the stream. Thank y'all so much for coming in. And have a great day, everybody. It's Mark the Greatest. And learn to dance to life, y'all. I think that'll get you a long way. Peace out. Bye. Okay.